back, everybody, to another episode of Sorry, I lost myself, so I just went with it.
Excuse you? Do you have a stroke?
Exactly. Anyway, welcome back, everybody, to episode 130. I'm going to try to enunciate and not mumble into myself in my own breath.
Don't worry, I'm probably going to be there with you later.
Exactly. But with that being said, we got an interesting episode for you tonight. We got new ride lines to cover, glitter, we'll explain more later, a couple of leaks, couple of opinions, and whatever else we decide to talk about.
Yes.
Right. So, with that being said, let's go straight into it. But before that, if you're interested in buying any cars from TCG Player, please use our affiliate link down below.
Your purchases through this link help support the channel, so we can bring more great videos like this straight to you guys.
And with that scripted part out of the way, let's go straight into the leaks. Starting us off with some double rares that we didn't see coming. And for Cater, that just posed more questions than answers.
Exactly.
We got LifeSaving Angel, the Grelly. Auto, back row, rear guard. When your auto unit in the same column as this unit stands by a card's effect, you may return this unit to your hand.
I mean, there's multiple effects that work with this. Bastion, when you discard a card, you can restand something, and then this will go back to your hand, so it'll refund the discard.
Yep.
If you restand inside of Hexa Orb, because you get a card back to your hand to guard with.
Yep.
I don't think PBD doesn't do anything.
Maybe
At least not at the moment.
MLB?
Maybe
The other PBD?
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, this card...
There's also the Dual Nation support. We don't know what it does yet, so it could be that.
Like, this card has so many implications that we don't know of. Like, the current decks that can actually even activate her ability, there's almost no point to bounce a 5k back to your hand. Maybe a little bit in Bastion, because that's probably the only shield you'll see. But at the same time, you probably want to run more grade 3s in Bastion to activate his ability. And you have the grade 3... grade 4 Bastion, it's a 10k and a 20k shield, so why we're on this, like, there's so many ifs, ands, or buts. We just need to see what else comes, because right now, she is very questionable.
Mm.
Oh, no, we got... What did I do?
I don't know. What did you do?
Oh, God, what did I do?
Did you just close out the...
I never pressed that button before. Hold up, we can do this properly. Aha. Where's the rest of it? What kind of button did I... There we go. What kind of button did I press? I do not know, but hey, we're back to normal.
Speaking of fun cards that may or may not have implications, Drilling Dragon Barriogranil?
Yeah, good job.
Yes. Auto rear guard at the end of the battle. This unit tech cost. Put this unit to your soul. Choose one of your rear guards and it gets power +5. This is also a grade 3, 13k base.
Eugene, right now?
Eugene's the only thing. I mean, okay, you could run this in Overlord, give power to the Vanguard.
It's very, very, very strange to talk about any of these cards in set 5, because set 5 is all about boosting the...
I mean, yeah. All right, I know exactly what this is for.
Sorry, encounter cards. I lost the word.
Encounter cards, but yeah, encounter cards. Overlord. It just pumps the Vanguard.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's probably just going to use it, put it into your soul. Oh, go look, the end. I'm going to restand.
You're not wrong. Like again, most of these cards are probably for the encounter cards or the dual nation. So it's like it's hard to actually say where they go or how good they are right now, just because we don't know everything else.
So, I mean,
I can agree with you. Like either pumping an OG Overlord or even pumping at the end, whatever it does.
Mm-hmm. Or depending on what a dual nation rod line does, I might get used in there.
Oh yeah. Anyway, moving on. We got the dual nations.
Dual nations.
All right. So how do I explain this? So they took Token Rambu and a new keyword.
And set and V series.
V-series and put them all together.
You just put it in a mixing bowl, mix it all together, and...
It'll make sense. It'll make sense when we go. So let's first talk about the starter. Byroid Youth, Roro. We've seen this art on the cover. We've seen this art before. It's the starter.
It's the starter.
Surprisingly. And since he's the starter and we know he's also a grade 3, you can kind of see where I meant with Token Rambu.
Yeah.
Simple effect when rolled upon draw card.
Even Token Rambu has the weird fancy borders in the background.
Exactly. But here's the kicker. Here's when it comes to the grade 1. So the grade 1 is also Awakening from Slumber, Aurora. Why Awakening from Slumber? Because the lore, he apparently slept for 3,000 years. We'll get to that soon. But you kind of see something already special on him. He has an effect and then a green effect. The normal effect is auto when this unit is placed by riding on Byron Youth Aurora. Call up to 1 plant token to your back row center rear guard, and the plant tokens have not changed from V. They're only grade 0, power 5k, critical +1, and they have boost.
Yep.
The green effect is glitter. This card is glitter. Glitter, which seeks the fire regalia.
We don't know what that means yet, other than the fact it just has glitter.
Yeah. So far, what we know when we talk about other cards is that it's just a keyword that activates other card effects. It's weird. It'll make sense, but it's weird. Like, for example,
yes. Going back to the effect, I do like that flavor-wise, this card has a V effect.
Yeah.
I hope that the others don't do it, and it's just this one, because flavor-wise, he is a card from 3,000 years ago. So it makes sense of, we've traveled 3,000 years, everything changed, but he never changed because he was 3,000 years in the past, so he's still doing V stuff.
Yeah.
So I love the flavor of it.
Yeah. Speaking of 3,000 years, the world 3,000 years later, Aurora. Yes, that is the card name of this grade 2 guide line.
Also, the art is
very much so. Like, he's just exploring the town. I think that's Catter.
As Different Fight said, he is a Gringurgi.
Gringet.
Gringet, that's what it was.
Get to the grade 3, but more, yes. Basically, grade 2's ability. Auto, when this unit is placed on Vanguard, retire one of your rear guards and call up to 2 plane tokens to rear guard. So probably retire the plane token that you made with a grade 1, if it's still there, if certain decks didn't pop it.
And you can hold down other rear guards, and you know how to retire a plant token, you can retire anything.
Yeah, real quick, also has the glitter ability the same way. But yeah, as a boost player, when you know that your opponent has turn 1 retire potential, you always throw down an extra copy of something. Because they're going to pop it and you're not going to plus.
And you're going to be sad.
Exactly. Speaking of sadness, or actually not, 4/1s, Precious Thing, Roro. I need to read the lore because what is he fighting for? Interesting. Anywho, here's the grade 3. Still has a glitter ability, but his other ability is a little bit interesting. We went from 1 plane token to 2 plane token. Guess what we're going to?
3 plane tokens.
Act Vanguard, once per turn cost. Soul Blast 1 and call up to 3 plane tokens to rear guard. Here's the kicker. Auto Vanguard, when this unit is attacked, retire 1 or more of your token units. And this unit gets power 5k until the end of that battle for each unit retired for that cost. It's not a once per turn. Keep retiring tokens as long as you have them. So he's basically a very, very defensive card. Or somewhat defensive. He's... oh my god, where's Carnor, Anita? This is Tank Shield, but better.
Tank Shield, but better. Oh man.
My god, imagine against Magnolia.
Imagine this against Flagberg. Attack, Tink, attack, Tink, attack, Tink.
Maggie.
Oh yeah, that's all the... Yeah,
my god, Aurora is literally the anti-Stoichea deck.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Zorga.
Zorga is like, here's big beaters.
Exactly. Double crit.
Probably might sack your tokens too before you use them. Depending on the order.
Depending on the order. Overall, very interesting ability. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are we making so many plant tokens that are only 5k, make 10k columns, can barely hit, and if you have a board of them, you can just cry. Yes, I cried in the video a little bit. Alex, let me know, why is it good to make so many tokens?
Because we have this fancy card, which is a dual nation card, Drag Ritter Girl of Flame Blossoms, Rendlia.
Okay, before you read the effect, yes, you notice the whole green big ass effect. We'll get to that. Yes, she's a dual nation. We'll get to that. Was she? Why? Why did you not only make a fucking ass long name, but then also decide to, hey, this box that we put the name in, we're gonna make it shorter because we'll have to put 2 nation flags in there now. Thanks, Bushy.
It's okay. You just turn the point size down. It's all good.
I did.
Anyways, so it has 2 effects. First one is act rearguard if you do not have a Momoke token. Counterblast 1, call up to 1 Momoke token to rearguard.
I'll get to that.
And then glitter, Rona. If you have a Vanguard with it, if your Vanguard is glitter with Rona in his card name. Auto Rearguard. When this unit attacks, cost Soul Blast 1, choose one of your token units in the same column as this unit, and this unit gets the power of the unit until the end of the battle.
Now, you may be thinking, well, playing tokens only have 5k. What is a 5k booster going to do? Don't forget, she makes a...
token.
Not just a token.
A Momoki token.
Exactly.
A little pet dragon.
A little pet dragon.
So it's a token that has act, rear guard once per turn, cost retire one or more of your other rear guards, and its unit gets power +5 until the end of turn for each card retired for its cost.
Yep.
And then Glitter, Rona, continuous rear guard. If you have a unit with Rendlia in its card name, I'm probably butchering that name, in the same column as this unit, it can attack from the back row.
Yep.
So cool. It does a Dragon Empire card that does 2AK things.
Pretty much. Overall, you see where the whole deck is going. You make tokens to kill them with the dragon, so the dragon can at least swing from the back row while having the Grade 2 in front of it. So you have multi-attack. The Grade 2 is going to gain the full dragon's power. So let's say you sack 3 things. He's a 20k beater, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she swings after he swung, she will gain the full 20k, not just his 5, the full 20. So she's also a beater now.
I'm trying to think. Is there ways that Dragon Empire just passes power around?
Dragon Empire?
Yes.
Well, you got Tribash that gains the critical to something. You got the couple of Eugene cards, I guess, that can power up units.
You know what I'm saying? Like, from the tokens effect, I love how it's a beautiful blend of both Stoicheia and Dragon Empire. Mm-hmm. The Stoicheia effect of attacking from the back row, and the Dragon Empire card of I'm going to just retire things to gain power for like that. But I don't think the Grade 2 has the same kind of flavor balance unless there's...
The Grade 2 makes the token, so you can kind of say that, but then the whole... I'm going to pass the power is basically Genosla card.
So, yeah.
It's the other way around. Instead of giving power, she takes power.
Yeah.
Overall, like, interesting. See, I want to, before we get to the other leaks, I want to kind of rant a little bit.
I will say this before you rant. I do like the synergy of everything.
Yes.
It has a lot of synergy.
Yes.
But no real way to kill it in the game.
Not yet. Sir, this is barely just the right line and the skeleton. We don't know the rest of the set.
Exactly.
No, that's not my rant. My rant is about this. Rowan, fucking love him. Right line, fucking love it. The Grade 2, fucking love the concept and the dragon and the tokens and everything and how the deck's supposed to work. We're going to get more support. Dual Nations, fucking love the idea. Later. Alright, here we go.
Here we go.
So, Glitter, right now, I'm going to make a disclaimer. Right now, I'm waiting to see the rest of it before this final decision is made, but as of now, I'm a bit scared that Glitter is serving no purpose. What I mean by that? So, the Dual Nation aspect is cool, but the way it was executed, it's serving no purpose. What I mean by that? You could have had these same cards, all of them being the same, all of them being from one nation, and both the Dragon Girl and the token could have literally just said, if your Vanguard is Roro, you have this effect.
I mean, it's almost like saying at the new support for Maggie, Panthero just having a green tech box saying, if you have Maggie.
Exactly. So, why make a Dual Nation? Why make it such a different effect? Why attack? Like, if it's one of those, like, all right, she's a Dragon Empire card, but so to put it in Stoicheia, you have to have this border, and which is a great idea. The glitter mechanic for that is a great idea. It's like, I can play the Dragon Empire, but if I play in Stoicheia and I have this Vanguard, I unlock this additional effect through glitter. That's in itself an amazing idea. The problem occurs when the effects are power skills. So what I mean by that is, her alone, if you put her in a Dragon Empire deck and make the token, the only thing you've made is possibly a big column, because the token can kill your own shit. It can't attack from back row, but it can boost her. Maybe it can be its own attacker. She's just making the token as her only effect. Would any Dragon Empire deck run her? I don't see.
As an axe skill to retire things, probably not.
Exactly. So, any Dragon Empire right now, don't see no reason to run her. Maybe a Dragon Empire right line or more support is going to make a whole deck that you can run her, and she'll be useful without activating her glitter effect.
Yeah.
But the glitter effects are so amazing, and she just makes the token, and he just retires and does everything else better. Like, the whole backer. It's just, I have the problem, and until we see more, I don't know if it's just going to continue. I have the problem that the dual nation and the glitter thing is an amazing concept and a great idea, but the problem occurs where the main effect should be to start a card, while the additional effect, the glitter effect, just provides additional help or makes it more balanced and fit better with running it in the other nation.
I can see it.
Because right now, I see no reason to run her in a Dragon Empire deck, period. She is a Stoichea card in my eyes.
It could be able to argue to run it in Eugene, because you can rest things to do his effect, and you can call her to sack the rested things to give power.
But at the same time, you're just getting 10k more if you do that. And then it's a 15k booster, you make a 25 column. Cool, it's a 25 column. You're a Eugene player. Tell me you wouldn't rather have other cards that do other things. Retire your opponents, not your stuff.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's like I said, it's too early to tell. I don't know how the other glitter mechanics are going to work. I don't know how the other Dragon Empire cards are going to work. If I see a deck that says, yeah, I can run her, it is a very viable option, and this whole thing drops. But right now, I honestly see no Dragon Empire deck running her. She is a Stoichea card and just says Dragon Empire for the shits of it.
I mean, it's a lore set.
Huh?
It's a lore set. So
I know, but this is it's such an amazing concept. Like I said, I love the idea of dual nations. I love the idea of glitter. But the main effect of the card, because there's always going to be a main nation. It wouldn't be a green text box if it wasn't the main nation of Dragon Empire.
Well, we've had the conversation before, and I'll put it in here. The lore set, they were all chasing the fire regalia or whatever.
Yeah.
And when they showed this during the stream, they did show art of the fire regalia.
Yeah, exactly.
So it could be a set order that does something like a Create Elemental set order or something like that for all of them. What it will do, we don't know, but it could be more like insight to the glitter. Maybe it'll give you the glitter effects in all of the nations it's in or something. I don't know.
I agreed. Like I said, I'm very, very critical for knowing nothing. So I'm keeping my eyes open and keeping my opinion open just because the whole set hasn't been leaked yet. We don't know where it's going to go. Like, we don't know if the other nation's going to do similar things. It's just, there's one effect, and then there's a green effect. The green effect is 100 times better than the initial effect. The initial effect is needed to even activate the green effect, because without it, technically you can even activate the glitter effect. You don't need the dragon token. You can just put a plain token there.
Yeah.
And you still gain power. Like, she can work without using her first ability, which is, in my case, the problem. Like, its original ability should be the star, while the glitter ability should be just, hey, you're running it in here, you get these added bonuses that fit the deck. It's not the case, though.
Well, like I said, time will see. We'll see as it goes on.
Exactly. But with that right now out of the way, we can move on to some more leaks. And we haven't seen a Dark Stage card yet, so let's look at some comments for Dark Stage. We got Steam Reaper Nania. Auto, when this unit intercepts, if your soul has 5 or more cards, this unit gets 10k shield until the end of that battle.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's...
If it would have said if this card was put in the card circle, I could understand it, but it has to intercept.
Yep.
That's the downside.
They started a whole good thing about putting cards in guard circles, so it worked while intercept and from hand. I don't know why they went back to intercept. 15k intercept was a good number, but I'd rather run a 10k guy that can also intercept and be a 10k shield from hand, and he goes to soul. Guess who that is?
I mean, it is a common.
Exactly.
No.
Budget decks, I can see it.
Oh, I'm sure our friend David will be happy with this one.
You different, but it's like, man, give us 50 more.
Heavy armored Panzer. We got robots.
We got cool looking robots.
Cool looking robots. The grade 2. Continuous rear guard. If your order zone has a set order, this unit gains boost. So it's grade 2 boot 10k booster.
I mean, it's simple, straightforward.
Also, I love the consistency that Bushiroad's putting with all of the robots so far. You have an order that's a robot that gives all your grade 2s boost. There's a grade 2 robot that gives yourself boost. So I was like, oh, I see what you're doing there.
I feel a bit sad for this card because, like you said, there's an order that can do the same thing for grade 2s. And it even draws a card. So if you look at all the cards that all the decks have set orders. So Gravidia, you'd rather fill your space up with better cards. Jail, you got more than enough grade 2s and you can play that order. You got your whole mechanic. You don't need a 10k booster. Orphist, you have a 10k booster that can even intercept from the back row for a 15k shield.
Yeah.
So
And most of the time, you really want to play the other orders instead.
I'm feeling bad for being so critical on commons because I'm expecting a lot out of it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
I think it's because we got so spoiled by set 1 where commons were so important to where now they're not as important that we feel desensitized to it.
You're 100% because guess what? One common from set 1 is a fucking staple inside of Barrel Magnus. Yeah, the cannon charger. She's a common. Jesus fucking Christ, she's amazing. Of course, we're expecting the other comments to hopefully be on that level.
Exactly.
But speaking of double rares, not commons, we got Sharp Dragon or Fayusu. Auto Rearguard. When this unit attacks or boosts, so this is a really better card than I thought. Soul Blast 1. This unit gets power 5 until the end of battle for each of your other grade 1 or less rearguards. Potential future guideline for lore or maybe even Overlord, maybe, who knows. Definitely be played in Wife or Sagara. Since Connor's not here, we can't really call her a Wife.
Does it have a Vanguard rearguard or is it just rearguard?
No, it's just rearguard.
Okay. But yeah, like this is a good early game rush card because you can do the grade 1 rush and have really good power columns.
I mean, even late game, like I bring up Sagara for especially because you got Trick Moons in the back. She calls grade 1s or less from her ability. The deck is mostly grade 1. So you can put this in the front row. Soul Blast is going to be heavy because she needs soul. But hey,
this with the Trick Moons behind them are hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. And again, potential future support. Who knows?
Yep.
Moving on, though.
Got more Stoichea cards. Stepping Helix Salvia. Auto, when this unit is placed on Vanguard, when this unit is placed on Rearguard, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you may call a plant token. And
you make a 13k call or make a gift.
You make more plant tokens. I mean, this is good in the early game.
Honestly, hold up.
This is good in the early game when you're talking about them popping your rear guards early.
Yeah.
At least, you can put this down and be like, all right, now I have
I
three rear
have
guards.
a little bit more respect for her now. Like, for people that's seen our video playing Roro, this card immediately in my head replaces the 10k shield card. Because you know why?
Oh, yeah, you can sack the token for shield.
So watch this. Let's say I'm a grade 3. Call the grade 2. Call the dragon token. I have already 2 plant tokens because I was a grade 2 ride line, right? Call Mantis, give dragon token 5k. Sack the 3, dragon tokens at 25. Call Inlet Pulse. I don't want to use Roro's skill. I want to save that CB Soul Blast. Call her.
Yeah.
Because my biggest thing with Roro and any other card you want to play like Inlet is that once you kill the board, you have his effect available. It's like, well, I have these 2 that I need on the board, and I have 3 open rearguard slots. I could call a full board of plant tokens, but other than me shield for on their turn, they're not doing anything on my turn. I can call an Inlet Pulse, but then I'm only calling 2 for a Soul Blast, and I'm new. Like, okay, so I know this is a little bit superficial, but for me, not using an effect to its fullest potential is almost like wasting the effect. Yeah. I know that's not the case. I know sometimes you got to go halfway to be optimal. But in my eyes, it's always like, eh.
No, I can see that. I mean, you pretty much said everything I was going to say about it. I mean, just basically when you don't when you call 2 tokens, use this instead. You're still calling 2 cards.
I don't know what else to say. Like, because of the Drag Rider and Rora, you're always going to have Rora for 5k because you can always hack the dragon token.
Oh, never mind. This is... My what I said earlier doesn't work because this has to be grade 3 or greater. So you can't call this a grade 1 and get them. But I mean, if you just want to waste a card to make sure you have something to sack, at least you can use it.
Exactly. Overall, interesting.
Ooh.
And then last leak that just came in because we recorded this at the right times, and that rant helped.
Oh my God, this changes everything.
Oh God, hold up. All right, we don't have the name unfortunately. It's a double rare. Stoichea.
And it's a double rare for a reason. This card does all of the work.
Oh God.
So
all right. So the name escapes us.
Can I read it? Act. Once per turn, cost Counterblast 1. Retire 2 of your other rear guards. Draw a card, and he gets power +5. The fact that it's an act, not on place. So as long as it stays on the board, it's a grade 1 booster. You can just keep, so basically it turns into Soul Blast 1, Counterblast 1, sack 2 of the rearguard the tokens you make to draw a card. At least if you don't have your combo, at least you can keep drawing and keep staying into the game.
I agree.
And it's a 13k. It gets +5.
Sorry. You can be also running other decks, Maggie, I know, can definitely benefit from this.
Oh yeah, just you calling your using the Maggie rad line, you keep calling triggers. Oh, just sack them, draw cards.
Oh, look at this Pharaoh.
Oh, look at these dragons and Zorga that I just need to get rid of. Sack them and draw.
Yeah, why run an order that can countercharge you when you can run a unit that can counterblast you to kill them?
Exactly. And it's a beater too. It's a 13k, so it can do things on its own.
So those decks out of the way, yeah. But for Roro, because this is probably meant for Roro. Honestly, yeah, I can see it. Like, you call the dragon, you call her, the girl. You have your 2 plant tokens, so you can kind of use him. Kill those 2 plant tokens, draw into more cards. Use Aurora skill. So call 2 plant tokens, kill them for the dragon.
The only card
My God, Aurora's turning into a really weird deck.
Yeah, it's basically says Soul Blast 1, give yourself a resource to do things with resources. Also, I love how this Flagberg is the only card this deck doesn't want to be in.
Hold up. Like, there's so many fucking combos in Aurora because of spaces and all that. Can you imagine? Like, let's say you have certain cards, right? 2 plant tokens. Call this. Behind the Vanguard, why not? Or if you played, I don't know, kill the plant token, draw or whatever. Call the girl, counterblast 1, call the dragon. Use Roro skill, whatever. Kill the 2 tokens and her, 15k. Wild Intelligence her back. Or Spiritual Body if you really want to be risky with Soul. Or, you know, or call the grade 2, Cannabis 1, Soul Blast 1 and call her and give her 5k. There's so many options, wow.
I mean, it just opens up ways to just keep doing different things.
Like, the biggest thing about, like, this card is interesting, but the biggest thing about the whole Aurora deck is just managing and knowing what to retire, when to retire, what to call, when to call. And it's just like weird ass fucking.
We were talking about this because after recording, you're saying like the deck has no way of getting advantage. Like, at least if this sits on the board and you have the soul, you just go counterblast 1, soul blast 1, draw a card. Plus 5.
Kind of bust.
I mean, you have to soul blast to make tokens, but.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like, still, they just counterblast 1, soul blast 1.
The best thing about Aurora is the fact that, let's say you did your turn, they did their turn, you used your tokens, whatever, and you're like, okay, back to my turn, Persona Red, not Persona Red, doesn't matter. I have Dragon, I have Girl. You use Aurora skill, make 3 tokens, kill 3 tokens, it's 15k now. And then use your hand like any normal deck and call units.
I mean, but the funny part about this is, like, it's really good in there. Oh my god, this is MVP in Zorga. Just sack the fucking dragons. Draw cards.
When you use Spirit, that means CB.
Depending on how you build it, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, you got the grade 1 that can let you Alchemy Magic Counterblast for free, so you just keep using your Counterblast for that.
Ooh, excuse me. No, that's a good way to end the leaks. You got excited.
Oh yeah, that card does a lot. I'm happy about that card.
Anyway, next Tuesday stream, we're going to be talking about apparently the strategy presentation. Yes, that's right. Oh, fuck. Anyway, Tuesday stream is going to cover what they covered on the strategy presentation a couple hours before, as well as showing another ride line of the Cross Epic, which means lore for Boost Set 5. Who it's going to be, I don't know. I'm honestly hoping Eve, because I want her really, really bad.
Also, fun thing is they're going to be releasing information that could not be revealed in the presentation.
Correct.
So, yeah.
A lot of goodies. And speaking of the presentation, yes, we will be streaming it at 1 a.m. in the morning.
1 a.m. in the morning. Thank God I don't have to work though, but
I do, but hey, that's what coffee is for.
Exactly.
Anyway, it's going to be a very interesting stream. We'll see what happens, and then we'll cover the Tuesday stream, and then we're going to record on Tuesday, whatever the ride line is, and you guys are going to have fun videos and fun times all around. But, sure, why not? Next Thursday stream, the Tokon stream, that showed us a couple of the double rares and all that, is revealing 2 cards with soul-related abilities from what? Introducing new information about the collaboration cards. So the collaboration cards, I don't know what exactly that means.
Ragnarok?
I guess, which would be cool. I want to see more information about that. I'm more interested about the 2 soul-related abilities from Boost Set 5.
I mean, it's probably going to be something related to the Dark States card.
I want to see what that happens. It's going to be very, very interesting. But at least out of the way, we're going to go straight into the news section. But before that, if you're interested in purchasing or getting any of the cards we just mentioned, go check out Triple C TCG.
They got great deals on singles, coin splits, and even cases, so go check out the website.
Link will be in the description. I just realized something.
Yeah, you do.
Huh?
Well,
I haven't been plugged in this entire time.
I mean, your voice will resonate from this.
Fuck me at editing. Well, I don't need this mic, do I?
Projection.
Watch your ears. Hello there.
I think I heard Hector somewhere in the background.
30 minutes of me screaming and
Later.
barely being able to hear me rant.
Later.
I'm going to have so much fun figuring out how to edit this into the video.
I mean, what's going to happen is, but luckily we don't talk at the same time, so you can just go.
It's more editing, man.
I know.
Anyway, news section now that you can hear me. I love how you didn't even notice.
I mean, there was a laptop in the way.
Yeah. Fair. Fair. Anyway, news section. What do we got to talk about news? Oh, yeah, we already talked about the product presentation stream that we're going to be streaming and talking about and having a fun time. And, oh, God, 1 a.m. in the morning. Let's see. Is there
So some fun things did happen since our last one of these.
Oh, yeah.
We did have some dates added to Springfest.
Yes.
So for those of you who are in the East Coast, we are going to be going to the Georgia location.
You don't watch our videos, do you? You didn't see the notes I added, did you?
No.
So, I added notes when we started talking about Springfest. They added.
No.
And then when
redundancy.
When we talked about the whole premium on this day, I also added. They also.
Well, if you didn't see it in that video, you know.
Yes, continue.
But anyways, we'll be there, Atlanta. If you guys want to say hi to any of us, we may need team members. So if you guys don't have a complete team, we may or may not need somebody.
May or may not need. Yes, correct.
So yeah.
And then, if you don't know, here it is. A lot of people were displeased with Premium and Overdress being on the same day. So Bushro did something about it. And Premium is on day 2 now. And V Premium and Overdress are on day 1.
For certain locations.
For certain locations. I'm pretty sure Atlanta is one of them.
Atlanta is one of the locations.
Oh, there we go.
Get ready for the sweats.
Yeah. I'm going to go there, have fun, interact with people, get the whole experience. Whatever I do tournament-wise, cool. If I get first place, cool. If I don't, oh well, cool. I'm here. I'm going to have fun.
Enjoy the experience.
Exactly.
Any other news?
And who knows, we're going to see people there. Oh my God.
I'm trying to think if there's any other news that happened.
I mean, not really. Just like a lot of like we just started Booster 5. We're gonna get more information about Booster 6 here in a couple of days. There's really not other news. Springfest is on track. Everything's going smoothly. I don't know what other news there is. That's about it.
We'll have a lot of news next week for sure.
No, fuck yeah. We're gonna have a lot of stuff to cover on the stream, but. With that being said, we're going to end this episode here. Thank you everybody so much for watching episode 130 of V-Time. If you like the video, please leave a like. Share it with your friends. Comment down below what you think of Roro and what you think the other Dual Nation Ride Lines are going to do. Other than that, if you like what we do here, subscribe to the channel and ring that bell to get notified. Maybe even follow us on Facebook. No, wait. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, watch us on Twitch, and join our Discord. I'll get that spiel down one day, but who knows when that day is going to be. With that being said, I've been Philip.
This is Alex.
And we'll see you in the next one. Where you can actually hear me.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Woo! You're really telling me I went for 30 minutes straight with my mic just not being active.
I didn't know either. So
no, I didn't know either. Like, so I'm not blaming either of you, but fuck!